Yo, 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 hello, hello, hello. Do, 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 do. What is going on? Welcome to Callisto's Live YouTube channel. Today is Monday. We are going to go over the weekly analysis, fresh charts. As you can see, I've only got this currently on my charts for GJ. So we're going to start fresh. We're going to analyze top down and we're going to see what has happened here today during Asian session. So it seems like we have had a move during Asian session today on GJ, which can happen. And of course, it is the start of the week. It is Monday, so we can get this potential pullback for the start of the week before the weekly candle continues bullish potentially. So basically this right here, this arrow, this pink line, this is just that I've took from the daily time frame. So we can see this was the most recent swing high since price broke the structure to the downside, right? So we had an uptrend, right? We've got lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, or lower lows, lower highs, and then price came down and broke this structure, right? So now this is in a downtrend on the daily, right? So we've got higher lows, right? Because we didn't break this, and then this makes a lower high and then lower lows. So this is the most recent lower high in that structure on the daily time frame. So that's telling me that price is bearish, right? As long as price doesn't break this zone, which is the where is it? Right, if we just do that, that is the most recent swing high in this downtrend on the daily since price broke structure to the downside, right? So you can see that price broke that bullish structure right here, spiked out, pulled back, lower high, right? Is continuing bearish now. So if we go back to the 1 hour, right, you can see that rejected that perfectly over there, which also was previous weekly highs as well last week. So if we take a look at the weekly real quick, we can see that this was a weekly high, right? So price was in this strong downtrend, pulled back, made a lower high, sold off from this point, right? So then when price did come back up into here, rejected, broke structure, pulled back, and now it's continued to the downside. So yeah, key point as well that price didn't break the top area of this, right? This red line, right? Didn't break the top end, it just rejected the bodies of these candles over here, and then continued bearish. So respecting that structure to the downside. And now potentially this week, or we've already seen price starting to sell off, right? We can see this trend line broke it, right? Closed below, retested, closed back above, closed back below, retested, rejected, and then we've had that drop. So so that is that. So yeah, if we look at the weekly, if we just mark out our weekly levels real quick, we got previous weekly highs, previous weekly lows, sorry, right? Previous weekly lows, previous weekly highs. Let me just extend this out, right? So there's that one, and then we had an inside bar, right? We had an inside bar for this weekly candle, so that means it didn't break the highs or lows of the previous weekly candle. So then last week, when price broke out of it, right? So when price broke out of it last week, we had that nice retest, right? A couple times we had break, retest, continue bullish, retest, continue bullish, and now we closed below that level, right? And now we're dropping. So Right, just change that to weekly. Right, lock that in. We can see that price has kind of did a quick retest of it, right? And now we're dropping, we're continuing bearish here at this point. So if we just mark in, weekly levels again here. Previous weekly high. So now we've got new weekly levels to work off this week, right? And it could be very interesting here. Price is coming down to this previous weekly low already. And this is uptrend structure, right? Because we have had highs, right? Lows. We've had highs, higher lows. Then we've had higher highs, higher lows, right? So interesting to see what this weekly candle does here. If it comes down and breaks this, then that's obviously break of structure from the weekly perspective. But if it comes down and doesn't break the bottom of this low over here, which is 166110, and it starts pushing back bullish, this could just be a weekly bottom wick to then continue bullish, right? But like I said, from the daily perspective, right, we've had the uptrend and then we've had the break of structure right here, pullback, and then potential continuation now that price has respected this resistance. And we could see that price starts to now trickle down from here, right? Turn back bearish to continue that overall move it to the downside. Trend has been broken, right? We had a trend line. We've had daily structure being broken. If we have a look at the daily candles, right? We've got nice uptrend, 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 uptrend. And then we get a break of this low, right? Break of previous low, break of structure, pullback. And now we're getting a sell-off, even though it has been a bit messy because we did break the lows and then the next day we came and broke highs. So we broke structure to the downside and then broke structure back to the upside, and now we broke structure back to the downside again from the daily perspective, right? But that could just mean obviously that price is stalling at this level, at this resistance. Price is obviously stalling because it's such a strong level. So yeah, that it makes sense, right? And now we have new weekly lows, new weekly support. So even though this is a key, yeah, I'll leave it there. I will leave it there actually, because you can see we tested a support, we broke below and we pulled back and wicked back into it, right? We can see 1, 2, 3 rejections at that level, 4 rejections, and now we're selling off quite heavily. We've got previous weekly pivot points here that haven't been tapped as of last week, right? So we could be coming down into this area. So yeah, break of structure to the downside. So I'm just going to mark that in here just so I can see that it has been messy. All right, I'm just going to get our lower low in there. And then we can see over here that we did break structure to the downside. Bearish, right? And then this was break structure bullish. And then this is break structure bearish. So we are break, you know, it's kind of going a little bit sideways at the moment in here, but now we're starting to see this breakout with the volume coming in. So in terms of trades today on GJ, there's like I've said before in past streams, when price makes a move during Asian session, there's not really much you can do about it, right? Because if you think about it, this was market open, literally from market open this morning for me. It's just gone straight down. It hasn't left any confirmations. It hasn't given us any entries because I don't trade during Asian session. So yeah, it hasn't really unless we get a bigger pullback in here, right, back into this break of structure level potentially, or we pull back into this previous weekly support turn resistance now, right? If we've now broke it, if we do something like this and we start rejecting here, then I'll take a sell. So that would be the only thing really that I'll be looking at. But if we do take a quick look at the weekly perspective, the weekly time frame, you can see that price has made a move up, pulled back, we've created support, and now we're moving up, right? So this could be a deeper wick to the downside, right? Just to create that bottom wick, 200 pips or so, and then we flip bullish to continue bullish, as long as we don't break this previous weekly low, right? So that's just something we got to look out for. So I'm just waiting to see today, right? If we pull back and start rejecting this area, then there's a high potential that price is going to come down, make a steeper lower wick from the weekly perspective. Or if we do start finding support here and we don't break this previous weekly low, then there's a high chance that it's going to turn back bullish at some point. So yeah, that's what I'll be waiting and looking for on GJ today. And of course, the rest of the week, we're going to be watching to see what GJ does from this level, right? So that's just a signal for me to show that we broke structure to the downside right here. Bing. So at this point, we're looking for pullbacks on GJ for sales, right? Pull back into here or further up into here, and then we can look for sales. So that's GJ. Let's look at Euro USD. Again, we can see this here is my level that I've identified from the daily perspective, from the daily time frame. Right, so lock that in. Let me just move this across as well. All right, so if I go to the daily on Euro USD, you can see, right, what do we have? We have lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, right? Lower lows, and then we have a higher low and a higher high, right? And then a higher low, and now we've got higher high kind of, and we are creating like a double top here, right? You can see that price has made a resistance and we rejected it a couple times now, right? If I just drew that out in there, we can see that price currently is failing to break it, but we do have higher high and higher low, right? So from the daily perspective, it is an uptrend, and this is the low point from where we've made the move up. We pull back, created a support, and then we continue in bullish. So if price does break this level now, if price does come down and break it, then that will signify to me that we're breaking that structure back to the downside, right? And we could start seeing then Euro USD start moving back down to the downside like this, right? So it has to respect the structure. So back to the 1 hour, right? So we've got that. So we know that this arrow signifies to me from the daily perspective, we are obviously in an uptrend. Give me 1 second. Right, so with that in mind, let's take a look at the weekly, the 1 week time frame. And let's mark in last week's weekly highs. Well, let's mark in the weekly levels, right? So we've got previous weekly high. We have got previous weekly low, previous weekly high, that rain. Previous weekly low. Right, so we can already see that early last week we came down and broke previous weekly lows, and now we've pulled all the way back, made a lower high. So we've got lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we've got lower lows, lower highs. So this week, what we can potentially expect, what we can potentially expect is for price to pull back, right? Make a top wick on the weekly somewhere, as long as it doesn't break this high over here of 1.04485, right? Make a top wick and then start turning bearish potentially, right? Back down into these weekly lows. Telegram Smart Gold Live. No, thank you, bro. Don't want your scammer Telegram channels. Thank you very much. Previous weekly low. Previous weekly low. Previous weekly high. All right, so we've got weekly levels now, right? So let's go to the daily and let's just take a look at that. What the hell is this? Let's delete. Delete, 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 delete. So we can clearly see that we was in uptrend here on Euro USD, right? Lows, highs, lower highs, higher lows, higher highs, sorry. And then we've got a low, lower highs. So we could potentially now continue bearish, right, for this week, selling off down to this level. And like I said, this is, from my point of view, the low made on the daily time frame, which is you know, in an uptrend. So if price does break this low, then from the daily perspective, then we could see more downside, which does line up. But let's take a look at the daily, right? So what can we see? We've had this nice trend here to the upside, right, which has now been broken. Right here we have break of structure, right, bearish, because we have inside bar, we have the breakout, we've got higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we've got lower highs, lower lows, right? Broke that structure now to the downside right there. So then today we can expect a pullback, right? We have broke lows already. Ideal sells really would have been here, but obviously this was 6-7 a.m. In the morning for me, and I'm definitely not awake during that time. So that would have been ideal sales. So those sales may have gone, but something else we can potentially look at is for price to retrace back in these levels, right? So we'll keep an eye on that today to see if we do come into here. If we start showing significant rejection from this level, from these levels, then yeah, we could look for short opportunities. And also we do have the break of structure level, right, which, if we take a quick look, matches up with some Fibonacci retracements from this to this, right, from previous daily candle. We got some levels in here, right, this level and this level right here. We've also got break of structure level. We've also got daily pivot point levels right here, which would be nice entries on Euro USD. So I'm going to definitely keep an eye on this, right? We're going to be looking for sales here from this level to continue down, right? So that is what I'm looking at on Euro USD. Yeah, so we're looking at sales on Euro USD today. See if we can continue this move to the downside. All right. Let's take a look at USD CHF. So straight away I know on USD CHF that we do have a downtrend, right? Overall we do have a downtrend, right? And this is the swing high of that move to the downside. So let's take a quick look on the daily chart, on the daily time frame. Right, if I just move that to there, change it to red. Oh, I didn't mean to delete it. Didn't mean to delete. Right, so we go like that. Center background lock. Right, so let's take a look on the daily chart. Right, so we can see we had this big move to the downside, and then we pull back, and this is the lower high that was created from that move. Right, pull back and then continuation. So this is the recent swing high point that if we do come up and break this, then there's a high probability that we're going to start trading to the upside from there, right? So that's why I just keep them there, just so I know, right? As long as we're below this level, then price is potentially bearish, right? So again, going to the weekly time frame, I'm going to take a look at some weekly candles. And one thing straight away that makes me think, right, is this candle right here broke the lows, respected previous candle highs, right? So we have highs, lows, lower lows, lower highs, and then last week we came up and broke, made new highs, but then we came down and we respected previous lows, right? So we broke the highs, respected the lows. So again, what I would think could happen this week is, right, price to come down, make a bottom wick, as long as it doesn't break these previous weekly lows, right? So it could do something like this, right? Test, and then we start to see that extension, that move to the upside, right? On USD CHF, sorry. So that is what I'm looking at straight away from the weekly perspective, right? That is what I'm looking at. Previous weekly high, previous weekly low. Lock them in. And again, previous weekly highs. Previous weekly highs, lock them in. Previous weekly lows. And there's not much as of a support here, right? There's not much wicks and a support made, so you could just take the body of that candle right there, right, and just go like that. Because often price will come down and test on the bodies of these candles, right? So it could come down, test on the body, right, start wicking, and then you'll see that move up. So we'll leave that there for now. Interesting. Okay, so let's go to the daily. And we can see now that we have had the break of structure, right? The bullish break of structure we've had right here, right, to the upside. See, we're coming down, bop, and now we broke to the upside. We broke out of that daily structure, right? Because we've got lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and now we've got higher lows, higher highs, potential higher lows, potential higher highs, right? Pull back. And like I said, it would make sense from the weekly perspective because we have had weekly levels. We've had a break of previous weekly levels. So we've got new weekly highs. So we've got higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs and higher lows is what we have over here, right? So there's the low, there's the higher low for us, for this to now potentially continue bullish, right? Makes sense on both time frames, right? On both higher time frames. So entries. So we just mark out this break of structure level right in here. You can see that price did push up, right? Broke it, retested it, and started moving bullish, right? But it's kind of stalling in here now. So let's have a look. So yeah, probably potential for entries now would be above this level for me. Closures above this level, right? To then continue bullish. I would say. Because really the entries should have been really around here somewhere, and our stops would be below there to continue bullish, right? But again, this was 8 in the morning. I do not trade at that time. This is 7 a.m, 8 a.m. for me, Australian time. That's Asian session open, and I don't trade Asian session. I don't trade that time. I trade London and New York, right? And I stick to that. So those entries wouldn't have been valid for me, so I'm not just going to try and get in here at any point. So my entries now would be above this level, right? And what was we looking at on Euro USD? We was looking at sales, right? So again, they're starting to, you know, it matches up, right? Euro USD looking for sales, meaning weak euro, strong dollar. USD CHF looking for buys, meaning strong dollar, weak Swiss, right? So that matches up. So that's USD CHF looking for buys above 0.95002. Euro USD looking for sells in here somewhere, right? You can see we're getting a pretty strong rejection wick of this level already. Right, we've tapped it. I would like price to potentially come into here a little bit, maybe, but depending on the rejection we get right here at this level, I could take a sell right at this level to continue bearish here. Let's see what happens. Some pretty nice rejection coming in already, but let's see how this 1 hour candle closes in 25 minutes, and we'll see if we get any more rejection after that. Gold, goldie. Let's have a look at our daily level, right? On the daily. So let's go have a look. So yeah, you can see, right? What's up, June Pro? How are you, man? Good morning. Forgot where you're from now. Is it morning for you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So we can see that gold has had this rally to the upside here, right? Broke out of all structure. Here's the structure to the downside, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. And then we started creating higher lows, right? Higher lows in here. Lower high, breakout. Pullback, support, continue bullish, right? That would be the ideal situation on gold, of course. Good morning. Yeah, nice. Okay. Good morning. It is 6:35 p.m. for me in Australia, so right. So let's change this to that. So from the daily perspective, gold is bullish. If we look at our weekly time frames, we can see that it's bearish, right? Because we have had weekly lows, which I will lock in. Weekly lows. We have had weekly highs. Right, previous weekly lows, previous weekly highs. And then last week we came down and we made a lower high. And we made a lower low, right? So we broke previous weekly lows and we respected previous weekly highs at this point. Right, if we take a look at previous weekly highs, boom, right there, right? But we broke previous weekly lows. So that signifies straight away from the weekly perspective, right? We're breaking lows and respecting highs, which is, which could mean downtrend, right? So from the weekly perspective, downtrend, right? But what is the daily telling us now? Nice downtrend, right? Inside bar, break of the lows, break of the highs, retest, slight continuation. And then on Friday, we've had break of the highs, break of the lows, right? Again. So at this point, I would be waiting for gold. Yeah, I would say it's more bearish at the moment than it is bullish, right? Because we did have yeah, it's a bit of a mess, right? You can tell just from price action here that it's a little bit of a mess, and that could be because of the US bank holiday that we had on Friday. Let's take a look at today. So we don't have anything for today, right? Monday the 28th. There's no news, no high impact news anyway. That's all I care about is high impact news, right? So orange, red folders or just high impact, medium impact. Not really worried about low impact news. So yeah, tomorrow though we have Euro USD. Gold not clear for me yet. Yeah, me neither. We need to see some volume, and after Friday, because of the bank holiday, we need to see some kind of direction on gold. Because if we take a look at daily perspective, right, here we have break of the lows, break of the highs, and then we have a very small daily candle, right? Consolidation, no volume. And then we have a break of the highs, break of the lows. So you could say that was break of bullish structure to the downside. We've pulled back again. The ideal entry for that would have been right here, because of this beautiful rejection. But this was 5 a.m. in the morning for me, and I'm not going to trade. Looking at USD CHF sales. USD CHF sales. Interesting. Yeah, I just analyzed USD CHF, and I'm looking at buys here above. But only above this level. If price doesn't close above this level, this resistance, then I won't take buys, of course. But I think short term it could come down if we look at the weekly. It's made a top wick. Short term it can come down, right? A little bit, I'd say. Just to make that bottom wick on the weekly perspective. But I wouldn't be looking for sales unless it broke this level, me personally. What's your analysis though, Dream Pro? Do you want to? Why are you looking for sales? What do you see, my friend? Big rejection on GJ. So yeah, gold, I am more looking at sells than I am buys at the moment. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Gold is a wee bit of a mess. So maybe the best thing to do on gold today would just to be wait and see what happens, right? But I would be more inclined for the sales down to this level until we see, right, this price action. Because what is happening is we've had this move up, right? We're creating higher lows, higher highs, and then we broke to the downside, and now price has created like a resistance in here, right? You can see resistance, 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 and we're breaking structure to the downside. So price is slowly trickling to the downside. So I would want to see, like, if price is going to continue bullish, obviously it would have to break all these levels and start continuing bullish. Otherwise I see it as bearish, right? Moving down into this level. So in terms of trades today, there's nothing really until we start to see a clear trend. Break of that low down to the support level. And USD CHF, break of the low. Break of this hourly low right here, or this low. What time frame do you trade on Dream Pro? Just waiting for clear market. Yeah, me too. Me too, my friend. Rahul, trading is more patience and waiting. Yeah, exactly. And again, it is. Oh, I remember you told me that. It is, you know, end of the month. It's the 28th. You can see a lot of weird movements. Matter of fact, let's have a look at the monthly candle real quick. USD CHF monthly candle is quite incredible, actually, isn't it? Look at that. 2 days left. I wonder if we're gonna finish up with a strong close or whether it's gonna retrace a lot. have a look at Euro USD, bullish, GJ, kind of a bit of a rejection wick. But again, that could just be to this support level, right? Or resistance, right? Because from the monthly perspective, we rejected this level once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then we closed above it. Now we come down to do a retest of it. So if we close above this resistance on GJ on the monthly, then it looks very bullish from this area, from the monthly perspective, right? But yeah, trading is definitely more patience and waiting. I've already withdrew my money for the month. I've already took my profit for the month, so I'm honestly not too bothered about trading, taking risky trades. I'm just going to be looking for a good setup. Yeah. If I show you guys, I don't want to show you my account number or anything like that, but I can show you $936 profit for the month, and there's my withdrawal right there. Withdrawal 1,000. I've already done my withdrawal for the month. Nice little $1,000. That's all I need. So at this point, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm just watching the market, waiting for good setups, and potentially waiting for the next few days, right? To see waiting for the next few days to see the end of the month and to see the start of the new month and see how things go, right? I prefer to trade certain currency pairs only. I don't look at gold, oil, BTC, etc. Trading only certain currency pairs suits me. Yeah, that's what I do as well, Rahul. So I only trade these 4 pairs. I don't look at anything else, right? This is DXY. I don't trade DXY. This is just simply for analysis, for dollar strength, dollar weakness, as that obviously controls a lot of the market. If the dollar is strong, that means Euro USD is going to be potentially weak. Gold is going to be weak. USD CHF is going to be bullish, right? If the dollar index is bullish, USD CHF is going to be bullish. Gold is going to be bearish. Euro USD is going to be bearish, right? So that's why I like to just look at the DXY a little bit. But I mainly honestly only trade GJ and Euro USD. And I take only good setups on USD CHF and gold. Only like if I feel a little bit iffy about a trade on USD CHF or gold, I don't take it whatsoever. If I'm looking at it and I'm going, you know what, this looks like a really good trade. Everything looks perfect. Everything's matching up. Everything, price action, trend, break of structure, key levels, rejections, everything is matching up. Then I'll take trades on those pairs. But if not, then I just don't trade it. So I mainly do just trade GJ and Euro USD. Look at gold for strength, yeah. I mean, if I show you my MT5 again, if you have a look over here, right? Euro, there's a top 2 that you can't see. These 2, this is GJ, Euro USD. Then there's a USD CHF trade that I made $320 on, right? And then GJ, Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD, GJ, USD CHF, GJ, USD CHF, GJ. So all those trades are mainly GJ and Euro USD, and then there's a few trades on USD CHF, and you can see that I haven't took a gold trade this month on this account. USD CHF, yeah. I like USD CHF because it moves nice. Like the price action on USD CHF is nice compared to other USD pairs. Like USD CAD, hate it. Hate that pair, don't trade it whatsoever. USD JPY, hate it, don't trade it. Don't even look at it. But USD CHF, it moves price action and it trends nice. The price action is nice. The volume is always nice. I do like USD CHF a lot. But yeah, mainly trade GJ and Euro USD. Oh, I didn't add tags to my live stream. Oh no. That is not good, sir. I wonder what December is going to be like this year for trading. What experience do you guys have with trading in December? All right, so Euro USD is coming into that area where I would like some rejection, right? Either in here or in here, right? Any one of these levels. I'd like to see some nice rejection wicks. Something like this, right? You see these rejection wicks right here? You see this price action? Something like this. Something like this. All these wicks, right? Right here. Right here. Perfect. Perfect. Right? So I want to see something like this or this in here somewhere, right? And then I will take a sell on Euro USD. Back down. It is hot as fuck. Open that window a little bit. Can't really remember how you handle big wicks. What do you mean? What do you mean? How do I handle them? Can't really remember how last December was. What's your experience? Yeah, December's. I mean, yeah, they can be hit and miss. I feel like with the way the market is at the moment, with everything that's happening in the world, or you know, economically with the wars, you know, like nuclear war threats, right? There's tensions in China. There's the Russia-Ukraine. There's the standoff between the US and Russia and US and China and things like that. And then we have COVID. You know, we have looming recession, right? A lot of countries potentially going into recession in 2023. Interest rates are high. You know, inflation going up. I feel like with all these things that's happening in the world, I feel like the market can continue through December to have volume, have volatility. I feel like it could be okay this year, right? But we never know. But last year we had COVID as well. I think it was decent. Can't remember last year now. Let's have a quick look. Last December. Yeah, this is Euro USD. I mean, it was pretty sideways if we have a look, right? So we got the start of December right here. And then we have the end of December right here. So Euro USD pretty much sat in a range for the whole of December. That's December right there on Euro USD. One of my friends lost 2,000 during Russia-Ukraine wartime. Yeah. Unless you know what you're doing, unless you're very experienced with high volatile markets like that, you shouldn't really be trading, right? Or you should be trading with low risk, and you should be managing your risk, right? So tight stops, you know, not over leveraging, not going too crazy, you know. So that's December on Euro USD last December. There's potential for a few trades in there. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of potential. But yeah, it's a little bit slow, isn't it? And then it starts to pick up again around Jan, Feb. Let's have a look at GJ in December real quick. December, nothing too much happening at the moment. Let's look at GJ. Yep, GJ is rejecting. So this is what I talked about. This is what I talked about at the start of the stream. GJ from the weekly perspective now, right? So here we've got previous weekly lows. So we've got lower highs, lower lows, and then we've got higher lows, right? Highs, and then we've broke that. We've made a higher low. So from the weekly perspective, from the weekly wicks, we are in an uptrend here on GJ, right? So we could potentially see something like this on GJ now, right? So we haven't, these are previous weekly lows right in here. So we've come down, just tapped off it, right? We haven't come right down into this zone. We haven't broke that previous weekly low. We've respected it, and now we're seeing some momentum. So I feel like GJ now, from this point, could flip bullish, right? Just price action, Rahul. So this right here, this indicator is just it's just daily candles, right? So it's just daily. It's not. It's just, I could go onto the daily time frame like this, right? And I could mark them up. I could just get the daily wicks like there's daily high, blah blah blah. But just to save me time, so I can just do all my analysis on one time frame, I just use this indicator. So it's just right, these are just daily candles. So here you can see daily candle. If it closes green, it means it's a bullish daily candle. If it closes red, it means it's a bearish daily candle. And then I just get daily highs and lows from this, right? So that's daily high, daily low, daily high, etc. It's just quicker to do my analysis to looking at the daily and weekly time frames rather than going to the daily time frame, right? Marking up my levels, going to the weekly time frame, marking up my levels, going to the 4-hour time frame. I can literally just stay on the 1-hour time frame, get my daily levels right here, get my weekly levels. I can just change that to week, right? So now here we have weekly candles. So we've got weekly highs, weekly lows, weekly highs, weekly lows. And we can see that this weekly candle closed bearish, this weekly candle closed bullish, this weekly candle closed bullish, etc., etc. So it's just easier for me to just do my analysis like that rather than switching back and forth to time frames all the time. Where's my music gone? But mainly just price action, trend, structure, market structure. Market structure is very important. It's something that a lot of traders overlook, but it tells you everything you need to know. Trust me. Market structure tells you everything you need to know. I use price action only. I lost some money. Yeah, same as me when I first started trading like 4 years ago. I did the same thing. I came in, started using a load of indicators, RSI, you know, Bollinger Bands, moving average, crossovers, divergence, trend lines. You know, I started using, I mean, trend lines is kind of like a price action kind of trading thing, but you know, all these indicators, and I lost a lot of money. When I stopped using indicators and focused on price action, trend, market structure, my trading went to the next level literally within months, and I started to make profits within months, right? As soon as I got rid of all my indicators and focused on price action, trend, market structure, focusing on only a couple of pairs, focusing only on certain times to trade those pairs. So pre-London, London Open, pre-New York, New York Open, right? Only trading within those time frames on a certain pair and a certain setup and a certain strategy. And it was game over from that point. But market structure is all you need to learn, right? Simple market structure. Trend, breaks of trend. What was I just doing before? Oh yeah, I was looking at GJ in December, wasn't I? That's right. Let's have a look at GJ in December real quick. Here we go. I think GJ was pretty decent last December, if I'm not. Like, it was better than Euro USD, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so very nice moves here on GJ last December. Look at that. Very nice move. So you can see from here to here, it moved up around about 600 pips, which is volume, right? Like, it's decent volume during December. So we have a little bit of sideways movement, even though it did give us some nice moves down here. 130 pips. Here, 130 pips, right? Nice move to the upside here, 270 pips. Nice move down from here, you know, 300 pips, and then that real nice move up. So GJ was decent last December. Euro USD, a little bit sideways. I'm purely price action guy. Combining indicators with it makes it complex. I like to, yeah, exactly, bro. Trading, Rahul, trading is very simple. It is very simple. It doesn't need to be complicated, right? At the end of the day, price is going to do one of two things. It's either going to go down or it's either going to go up, right? And then obviously you can go sideways, but still with that, you can still get a picture of where it's going overall, right? If you just have a look at a higher time frame, you'll be able to see an overall better trend. But price is only ever going to go up or down, right? There doesn't need to be all this confusion, complex ideas, strategies, right? Which way is price trending? Price trending up. Okay, so I'm just going to look for buys. Which way is price trending? Price is trending down. Okay, so I'm just going to look for sales. Or you just look for the break of structure, right? Like right here. You can see, right, we have higher lows, right? We've got a low, we've got a higher low, a high, and then you can see price breaks out of this structure, right? So that starts the uptrend. And then here we get the pullback, again, inside bar, and then this candle breaks it, right? This daily candle breaks it, so that's break of structure to the downside. So we mark here, boom, and then there's that price action that I was talking about, the rejection wicks, right? Right here. So that's break of structure right there of this uptrend. So you can see it breaks it, comes down and taps, rejection here, rejection, beautiful, right? Nice move down. Nice 1 to 3 right there. Almost 300 pips, right? Just for simple break of structure, just market structure, break of structure, retest, price action, right? Rejection wicks. This is what I say, what you want to look for. Rejection, rejection. Nice wicks to the level. And then you enter. You know, you could have entered here potentially, or you can enter here as price starts breaking down. Same thing again. Break of structure. Like it happens over and over and over and over and over again. Trend, break of trend, price action, momentum, volume. That's all you need. It doesn't need to be complicated. Trading is very simple. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you understand the basics, right? If you understand price action, if you understand trend, market structure, and you know the basics, and then you add an indicator or two to help as confluence, right? As an overall guide and as confluence to help you make that decision, then it's fine. But if you're just relying on indicators to trade and you have no idea about price action, market structure, how to read a trend, right, etc., then the indicators aren't going to help you. You're still going to be a losing trader, trust me. You need to know the basics first. Like I have an EMA, right? The 9 EMA. I'll sometimes use the 9 EMA as help. You know, to help me, like, for example, this trade on Euro USD last week, right? Price was trending down, right? We had here break of structure, right? So we had highs and lows, and then we had lower high, lower low, lower high. Well, there was the inside bar, and then we have lows, lower high, and then we have an inside bar, right? Higher, low, and high, and then we can see that price breaks out of this downtrend, breaks out of the downtrend, and starts the uptrend. And this trade was beautiful, right? So there's the break of structure level, right? You can see price comes in, retests. There's those rejection wicks that I was talking about, right? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Very nice wicks into that level. And then entry was once price closes back above the 9 EMA, right? Closes back above and then breaks the wick right there. So entry would be here, stops would be there. And again, there's a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, 110 pips, right? And that's just simple break of structure. Market trending to the downside, breaks out to the upside, retests, rejection, price action, close above the EMA, breaks of the previous high wicks on the 1 hour, continuation, right? Very simple stuff. So you can use certain indicators to help you with confluence, right? To help you with entries and things like that. But you have to know the basics first. You have to. So I will be looking for sales here on Euro USD from this level if I get the right price action, right? So I want to see, like I said, things like this, and this. I want to see that right here at this level. I want to see that nice price action, nice rejection, nice bearish momentum coming in at this level, and then I'll take sales from here down. If we don't get it, if we don't get the rejection, we don't get the price action, price just continues bullish back up here, then there's no trade, obviously. By the way, we are streaming. I am streaming on Twitch. I am streaming on YouTube. So people on Twitch, if you want to go check out the YouTube, you can. People on YouTube, if you prefer Twitch, you can go do that. I prefer to watch live streams on Twitch. That's just me personally. So I like to, whenever I'm watching live streams, I go over there. I don't really watch live streams on YouTube. But yeah, there's both. 7-11. USD CHF is a little bit lost as well at the moment, isn't it? We had this rejection, closed bullish, and now we've had the rejection to the top, and now we're flipping bearish again. Is a little bit confused. What's gold doing? Gold is turning bullish. Yeah, gold is a little bit as well in no man's land, because as you can see, we had break of previous daily highs right here and previous daily lows right here. So it's kind of we need to wait and see what today does, right? So far we have respected the lows, so if we do come up and break highs, then we can then look at continuation buys on gold tomorrow. But usually, yeah, like on GJ, you can see that we've sold off here all the volume. We've had this move during Asian session, right? So during London and New York, it's probably going to be slow today on GJ because we've already had the move during Asian, right? You can see a bit of consolidation coming in now, right in here, right? Consolidating in here. Take back the night. First time chatter in Twitch. Welcome to the stream, BZ. Any ideas on GU? Let's have a look at GU, shall we? Real quick. I don't trade GU, but let's take a quick look at it, because there's not much going on anything else. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so daily, obviously, you know, looking at the overall perspective, it is bullish. Let's get some levels. Got like this in here, right? This little trend to the downside, this little channel. Looking at daily. Inside bar candle right here, right? This is the inside bar. Previous daily high. Right in here. Previous daily lows. And this was also break of structure to the downside, right? So I would say GU. It's hard to say. It's the start of the week, you know. It has opened up today. You can see this was open. This was candle open, right? From the daily perspective, there's no top wick. It just came straight bearish, and now we've made a support. We're starting to push up. So I would say that surely it would have to come up a little bit and make a top wick in here on the daily perspective. If we have a look at that real quick, we can see this is the daily candle, right? No top wick on the daily candle. So this could just be a bottom wick. Is the start of the week, creating that bottom wick for the weekly candle, 70 or so pips. And if we do flip bullish here, then there's I'd say, you know, you can look at those targets up at this level. But at the moment, it's hard to say. I would say at the moment it's looking bearish, right? Just because we have broke structure to the downside. We've got lower highs, lower lows, and now already today we've broke previous daily lows and made lower lows, right? But looking at how the daily has opened up today, it hasn't made a top wick, so I feel like there's a high probability that it's going to come up and make a top wick, maybe into this area, or maybe even into previous daily highs, right? So you could potentially look for sells from these two levels, I would say, as long as it doesn't break this top level of 1.21279, right? As long as it doesn't break above this top level over here, then it's good to look for sell opportunities, right? Below this level, I would say, on GU. And there also is currently this level right here that it's retesting, which I would say you could look for sells from this level, right? But I just don't like the fact that it hasn't had a top wick made on the daily perspective, right? I don't like that at all. Any main pair I'm looking at today? Mainly Euro USD from this level, right? From this level right here. So look at the daily. Yeah, Euro USD is the same. It doesn't have a top wick on the daily perspective, right? You see how this daily candle just doesn't have a top wick? There's a high probability that it's going to come up and make that top wick somewhere in here, right? Because as you can see, most of the daily candles, they all have tops and bottom wicks. So it's rare that you don't have one without a top or bottom wick, right? So I would say that it's going to come up and create that top wick, first of all, depending on where that's going to come up into, right? That's what we have to wait and see. What is the first thing I should learn if I want to start trading? And if you don't mind saying how much you made in profits in your life out of trading. Interesting thoughts. Thank you very much. No worries. First thing you should learn if you want to start trading. So you're a complete newbie, right? Do you know anything about trading? Like, do you know the basics in terms of what trading is? Like, you know what Forex is? You know what like trading currencies are? Do you know what a broker is? Do you know what leverage is? Do you know what risk reward is? Things like that. You know them? I know candlestick support and resistance. Yeah, you know all that. Okay, so you know the basics. How long have you been trading for? I mean, you are called Ali Trades, so yeah, I'm guessing you do know a little bit about trading. Man, I'm tired. Ugh. I got a newborn baby as of the last 2 weeks, and I have had no sleep. I've been learning about them for a few months. Okay. Fair enough. Did you learn mainly from YouTube, or have you done like a course or something like that? Congrats, thanks, man. I just need some sleep now, and I'll be good. YouTube? Okay, yeah. So, let me read the question. What's the first thing I should learn if I want to start trading? The first thing, I would say the first thing is price action. and it's a very simple answer, and you probably be like, oh, is that it? But actual learning real price action, right? And that means, like, you know, everything within price action. It can be market structure, learning to read candlesticks, rejection wicks, trend, momentum, volume, volatility, like learning when all these things like that. For me, that is all price action. In simple terms. So yeah, so like I said, market structure, candlesticks, learning to read candlesticks. So, you know, the volume, the momentum in candles, rejection wicks, trend, market structure is very important. Market structure is, for me, my main part of trading, which I think has made me the most successful in trading, is learning to read market structure. You know, sticking to a couple of pairs, not trying to trade like 20 different pairs, sticking to 1 or 2, 3 max pairs, learning the right times to trade, right? So you always want to trade at the right times to get the best volume in the market. You don't really want to be trading when price is consolidating. There's not much volume, there's not much volatility. So that means trading London, you know, like the main session is London, New York, pre-London, London Open, pre-New York, New York Open, all those things. I actually break it down in one of my videos. I mean, you don't have to watch it. You can if you want to. This one right here, 5 rules that made me a profitable trader. And this is basically just, I basically go over all those things. If you wanted to give that a quick watch, or you could literally just turn it on and you can see the 5 points. I mean, I've got a fucking ad, dude. Come on my own video. I've got an ad on my own video. But yeah, you can even just turn it on. You can see the 5 points up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you wanted to, but it's basically what I just said, what I just went over. What's the name? It's just 5 things that made me a profitable trader. Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Oh, you're on Twitch, that's right. You're not even on YouTube. I am live streaming on YouTube as well. But yeah, I just saw that you were on Twitch. So it's 5 rules that made me a profitable trader, and it's just on my YouTube channel, which is the same name as my Twitch channel. The link should be actually just down below. Or you can do this one. It should be, maybe it's wrong. I think I need to update them. But yeah, it's just Callisto's Live Forex on YouTube. And then you'll just see it's on the front page. But yeah, keep things simple, dude. Keep them simple. You don't need lots of indicators. You don't need lots of different strategies. You don't need lots of different pairs. You don't need to be trading 10 hours a day. You just keep it as simple as you can. And for your question, how much I made in profits in my life, I actually don't know in my whole life. But I do take out $1,000 profit each month. This is my account this month for November. You can see withdraw 1,000. I did that the other day. This is my profit for the month of November, $936.74. These are all the trades I took, right? These are all the trades I took in November. Yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm not claiming to be a millionaire trader. I'm not claiming to make millions of dollars off trading. I just make $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And I've been doing that consistently for the last year or so. And yeah, that's me, man. I like taking things slow. I'm not in a rush to try and, you know, I'm not selling any courses. I'm not selling any signals. I'm not in a rush to try and make millions of dollars. it's literally, it's still a good amount of money. Yeah, exactly. And it's literally all I need to you know, pay bills, pay rent, help my partner. My partner's got a good job. She works for a bank. She makes really good money, so I kind of just at the moment I'm just helping, you know what I mean, with little things. Yeah, so this is that top wick you're seeing on GU and EU right now, right, from the daily perspective. So you can expect GU to come up past this level and create that daily top wick, right? So like I said, potentially into these levels right here, where you can then look for sell opportunities if the price action is right. And what I would want to see from these levels is rejection wicks like these, right? You want to see this kind of rejection, nice rejection wicks, right? From these levels right here, you want to see nice strong rejection wicks, and that's where I'd look for sales potentially, as long as it doesn't break above like I said, this previous daily high right here. If it breaks above that previous daily high, then there's no sales anymore. Rooting for you, bro. Inshallah, you reach your life goal. Yeah, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. No worries. I'm live. Yeah, I'm live Monday to Friday. I'm here all the time, chilling, you know, trading, sharing analysis, sharing some information. I appreciate you coming through, man. I'll come by anytime I'm free. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, this time every day, Monday to Friday. So 1 hour before London opens, I'll do some pre-market analysis, and if there's any trades, then I'll take some trades as well. I usually stream for about 1 to 2 hours, and then I'll call it. But yeah, at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. And I'll also live stream on YouTube as well if you want to. I mean, I prefer Twitch personally to watch streams on, but yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube as well. So if you wanted to check any of those out. Yeah, I do trades live. I've took some trades live. Yeah, you can if you wanted to. Most of my trades, not most of them, but you know, some will take a day or two to play out, and some will take a few hours, some will take 5-6 hours, because I go for a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. I'm not trying to catch like 10 pips, 15, 20 pips. I'm not that kind of trader. I like to have low risk, high reward trades, right? So risk 1% to make 3%, or risk 1% to make 4%. Hello, Slit. This is my YouTube account. Who's that? Who's Slit? Welcome, though. Welcome. Oh, Ali. I was just gonna say, is it the same guy? Yeah. USD CHF going down. Nice, Dreampo. Did you enter? Did you enter the trade? Dream Pro was he wanted to. He said he was looking at shorts on USD CHF, but I was looking at longs. So, but I'm only looking to buy on USD CHF above this level. But then if it comes down and breaks 0.94230, then I'm not going to be looking for buys anymore. But I will look for buys above here. On Euro USD, I am looking for sells, but if it does break this level, then I won't be looking for sells anymore. It is a Monday, you know, you get this price action on a Monday, which is it's setting itself up for the week. GJ, not really looking at too much on GJ. I'm looking for price to pull back, and then I'll look to short at some point from here, but minute time frame broke structure. Did you enter any trade, Dream Pro? Did you enter it? Yeah, look at the dollar index. Dollar index is selling off here a little bit, so you're gonna get strong euro, strong pound. Well, against the dollar, of course, and weak USD. Not yet. Where are you gonna look to enter, Dream Pro? What would be your entry? I mean, it's selling off pretty heavy right now, isn't it? Da, da, da. Oh man. Oh, thanks for the follow as well, Ali. I just saw that. Thanks for the follow, man. Did anything come up on stream when you followed? It should have come up. Usually there's like a sound. I didn't hear it though. Some people are fucking crazy, bro. I feel like I've missed a move. Yeah. I don't know what your strategy is. I don't know, you know, why you was looking for the sell, so I can't really say, but probably is it because of like the resistance that was being formed, or what? Why was you looking for a sell? So it could be a chop day, right? It could be one of those days because we have come down and broke on Euro USD. We broke previous daily lows. And then if we come up and break previous daily highs, it's just going to be one of those days where there's no direction for me. And I like to trade the trend. I like to stick to a trend, or, you know, the break of a trend. But like you can see here, it's broke it, right? So at this point, it should continue down. And it did give us the sell-off, right? So here's the break. So it broke the structure right there, and then it came back, right? Made a resistance, started selling off from this point. So that would have been a good sell from here. But this was like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. So it wouldn't have been, you know, it would have been close to a 1 to 3 right there. But I wasn't awake during that time. So that is probably the move right there, right? After this is broke structure. So now we've wicked out, made a support, and now we're coming up to previous highs, previous daily highs. So if it does break these daily highs, then it's just going to be one of those days where it's just breaking lows and breaking highs. It's nothing much I can really do about that. Broke that trend potentially. But as long as we don't break this daily high right here, so 1.04293, then I'm still looking for sells from this area with the right rejection. But I'd want to see price action like this again in this area, these nice wicks. But if it does break that daily high, then it's just going to be one of those days where I just walk away from the charts and I'll come back tomorrow. Marking moving fast, yeah. There we go. So it broke those daily highs now. Previous daily highs. There's a lot of volume in the market at the moment. So that would be now break of structure bullish. But it has already broke lows. Now it's broke highs. I'm not willing to risk money. I'm not willing to lose money here today and take a risk when the market is moving like this. So Euro USD is done for me today. USD CHF, right, coming down to these previous daily lows that it hasn't broke yet. So here's previous daily lows. Let's see if it breaks. But this is just the weekly candle setting up, right? So we just gotta think from a weekly perspective at this point. USD CHF has made a top wick on the weekly, right? 20 pips. Now it's pushing down. Where could it go to? Potentially down to previous weekly low, right? There is a strong support here from the weekly perspective. If we drag that across, right, we can see we've come down and we've tapped into it here. Boom, boom, right? So we could be coming down into that level once again. Which potentially could end up breaking it if it continues like this. This is interesting. So now that previous daily low has been broken on USD CHF, right? So we got that breaker structure to the downside now. But we didn't break previous daily highs here on USD CHF. So this would just be a break of structure at this point. So what I'd want to see is something like come down like this, come up and retest, and then I'd look to sell again. But there is key levels in here now, we can see, right? Last time price came down to this level, look what happened. Uptrend started from there, right? From 11th of August to the 4th of November. That's like 2 months that price went in uptrend when it last touched this level. So you can see again, like we've touched in, rejected, made a higher low. All right, so that was my thinking, that price is going to continue up from this level eventually. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. And then we reevaluate. DXY is selling off pretty heavy. You can see again, DXY is at this key level. Again. Same as USD/CHF, right? Same exact thing, right? Last time price was at this level, August, and then price went in uptrend, you know, for a couple months again, before eventually breaking back down. Now we're back at it again, so who knows? Who knows if this level is going to hold? It's going to make that zone a little bit nicer because it's huge. Tap, wick. So yeah, what's that? 1 hour 45 minutes. Probably gonna call it here in a second. In 15 minutes. I've got previous weekly highs as well. So from the weekly perspective, right? We could come and tap into this level as well. This is another level that, again, we could look for shorts from. And then if it breaks that, then at that point, you're just not looking at shorts anymore. Dun, 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 dun. What's GJ gonna do here? Fuck, man. About to fall asleep. What's good, bro? Let's go, let's go. Monopol. 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 Monopoly? Monopoly Forex? What's up, Killer? What's going on, bro? This is the ice cold. This one for them hood girl, them good girl, straight masterpiece. Oh my gosh. What's my plan for this trade? There's not really any trades for me at the moment. You can see on GJ, there's we've had this move right here. This was today, right? It sold off during Asian session. I don't trade Asian session. I only trade London, New York session. So we've had the move on GJ. I'm just waiting to see what it does around this level, right? These are previous weekly lows. I'm waiting to see if it breaks them, and I'll see what happens from there. Euro USD has broke previous daily structure. I was looking at sells on Euro USD. Potentially we can still sell off from this level. Otherwise, it has broke previous daily highs and it has broke structure to the upside at this point. USD CHF again broke structure to the downside. I was looking at buys above this level, but it went the other way. Gold, nothing happening with gold. So there's not really much going on at the moment, Kayla. It is Monday. The market is figuring out what it's going to do, right? So we've got from a weekly perspective. Weekly candle, we've come straight down, made a bottom wick for it to potentially flip bullish if it doesn't break previous weekly lows. Euro USD looks like it could continue bullish here, right? Did it close above this level? See, we got that level right there, right? Rejection. Bottom wick, continue bullish maybe. Close above wick. Yeah, there's not really too much going on for me at the moment. Might just be one of those days, you know, where you just you walk away from the markets for the day and come back tomorrow. I think that's what it's going to be for me. I've already made my profits for this month. I've already withdrew my profits for this month, so I don't really need to trade, to be honest, for the rest of the month. I mean, there's only 2 days left, but you take trades worth 20 pips? Nah, I never. 20 pips, just, yes, not enough. Most of my trades, I'm taking anywhere from 100 to 200 to 300 pips. How much did I make this month? I'll show you. shit, I don't want to show my number. Yeah, so this is my account. You can see live account, $936 profit for the month, and I'd made the withdrawal of $1,000 on the 25th, so Friday or Thursday, one of them. But yeah. You can see all the trades I took this month. There's my withdrawal. You can see balance withdrawal. $936 profit. So I usually aim for around $1,000 profit a month at the moment. But no, I don't take 20 pips. The last trade I took was this one right here on GJ. My entry was here. Right, and that was 60 pips. I want my stop loss to break even. Not really. What I would usually do is I will enter a trade, right? And you see how this candle came up? See this candle right here? If price would have come back down to my entry, I would have closed half my position right there, right? So that's the way I like to do it. And then I'll just leave my stop loss where it is. So I enter a position. When it goes into profit, I leave it. And then if price comes back down to my entry and starts going into drawdown, I will just close half of my position. Then I've only got half open. And then I'll just leave the stop loss where it is. You should only move your stop losses to break even if you're scalping, I would say, and you're risking a lot of money. But I only risk 1% per trade, so I risk $100 per trade to make $400, and you can see that from my MetaTrader. You'll see my losses are around about $50 to $100, and my winners are around about $250 to $300, $350. How much do I make every day? Depends. Some days I won't make anything, right? So today there hasn't been a trade. I don't really look daily, I look monthly. So again, if I show you my MetaTrader this month, for November, I've made $936.74, right? So over the month, how many 30 days? Yeah. I just look monthly. How much I have in my live account right now? 8,000. I did have 9,000 this month, but obviously, like I made a profit of 1,000, had 9,000, then I withdrew 1,000, so now I'm at 8,000, $8,104.20. Do I even trade every day? No, not really. This month, like I've mentioned to a few people, this month, 2 weeks ago, I had a baby. My girlfriend gave birth, so I've had around about 2 weeks out of this month where I haven't really traded too much. So that's from $936 is from roughly around about 2 weeks worth of trading. So this month I haven't really been able to focus for the start of it since my baby has been born. I haven't had too much time on the charts, but how much did you open your account with? 5k. But like I said, I make around 1,000 a month and I withdraw it every month. So my account doesn't necessarily grow that much at the moment. I'm working on, getting some funds together to keep topping up my account. But pretty much everything I make on this account, I withdraw it at the end of the month. So my account doesn't really grow too much. Congratulations with the baby, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I am exhausted. Sleep has been minimal. I'll say that. Gold is at previous weekly highs over here, so it'd be interesting to see what happens here if it breaks these. Yeah, so for me at the moment, for London session, the market is pretty much dead. It is Monday, of course, new weekly candle coming to the end of the month. 2 days left to the end of the month. Also, next month is December, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, today is a bit slow, not much happening. I'm waiting for market structure to form in either way now, either bullish or bearish. GJ for me at the moment is bearish, right? We are coming down to previous weekly lows though, so we could easily bounce up here and start moving bullish again, because from the weekly perspective, we're making higher lows and higher highs. And you can see that we are getting a lot of rejection at this area here on GJ. It's because we are at previous weekly lows. If we do break this level, that would mean that break of structure on the weekly perspective. So that would mean that then GJ can continue to sell off from this level, right, for the rest of the week potentially. But if price does respect this level, you can see we got the rejection wicks. As long as it doesn't break the bottom of this zone, which is 166110, then it can continue bullish at some point. So yeah, GJ, I'm just waiting to see what it does. Obviously, it's been consolidating, moving sideways for a while now, right? Since 1 o'clock today. So that's like 7 hours. It's just been moving within this small range. So nothing too much going on GJ until I get a break of this level, or we get a pullback into this level, which I'll then potentially look at sales back down into here. So that's that. Euro USD has broken daily structure now, and it has closed above this level. Of course, again, we do have weekly levels, previous weekly highs in here, which again, I'm just going to wait and see what happens at this level. But it has broke daily lows, right? If we look at the daily, it has broke previous daily lows, and now it's broke previous daily highs. So Euro USD's, you know, I'm going to stay away from it today. It's neither bullish nor bearish at the moment until we start testing in these levels. And if we break through here, then we can continue bullish potentially. But I'm not looking at anything on Euro USD. USD CHF, the same. We have broke structure to the downside now. So what I will potentially look at now is price has cleared this level nicely, right? I'm just looking for a pullback now, potentially into this area with rejection, and then I'll look to take sales on USD CHF now, right? But what I'm looking at this area is something like this, right? You see these wicks, you see this price action right here, right in there. I'm looking at something like that. Once price gets into this level right here, nice wicks, and then I'll look for price to continue bearish. That's what I'll look at on USD CHF. See if we get that set up to continue bearish. Again, previous weekly lows over here, which from the weekly perspective, we have broke previous weekly highs, respected previous weekly lows, right? So price is starting to step to the upside, but now we've had this big sell off here at London session open pretty much. So yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Potential to continue bearish, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Gold as well has broken previous weekly highs and previous daily highs now, so potential break of structure. So again, what I'm looking at in gold is to come back down, right, to clear this level nicely and come back down to this level, give nice rejection, and then continue bullish, I would say, from that point. So again, the kind of price action you want to look for at this level would be things like this over here, right? Body, candle bodies with rejection wicks, lots of rejection wicks like this. You see this nice rejection candle right here. You're looking at that kind of price action. Once price breaks and retest this level, you're looking for that nice price action in here. Looking then to continue bullish is what I'll be looking at in gold. Let me just delete all this shite. So that's what I'll be looking at in gold now. Because we have broke that structure to the upside. And yeah, that is that. So I'm going to call it there. I will be live tomorrow, same time, pre-London, on Twitch and on YouTube, to go over some pre-market analysis and take some trades live as well. If there is any setups, if there's any trades to be taken, I'll take them. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you very much for everyone who came in and watched. We got some new followers on Twitch, some new subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, it was a good stream. Good stream, but pretty average trading session. I'm of course going to be watching this for the rest of the day, for the rest of London session and New York session, and I'll see what happens. But it's looking like it's going to be one of those days, to be honest. So yeah, that is that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow if you decide to join the stream again. Peace out, guys.